Cert Empire presents your complete AWS certification path for 2026. Choosing the wrong AWS certification can waste your time, your money, and literally months of preparation. But mapping out the right role-based path, well, that is exactly how you accelerate your cloud career. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to build a smarter, much more focused certification roadmap tailored to your target role, your current experience, and your budget. Let's get you moving forward faster.
First things first, we need to adopt this core philosophy right out of the gate. Stop collecting certifications. Seriously, AWS currently offers 12 different credentials. At full price, racking up all of them would cost you like $2,400. But here's the secret. Most successful working cloud professionals hold just 2 to 3 AWS certifications at any given time. You really don't need to treat the AWS catalog like a checklist. You just need a carefully selected sequence of 2 or 3 credentials that directly support the actual job you want.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. Today, we're covering 1. The 2026 AWS landscape. 2. Prerequisites versus reality. 3. Role-based paths. 4. Salary expectations. And 5. Costs and mistakes.
Section 1. The 2026 AWS landscape. Let's take a quick look at the playing field so you know exactly what your options are.
So AWS organizes its 12 certifications across 4 distinct levels. First up, we've got the foundational level, running you about $100. These exams are 65 questions, you get 90 minutes, and they are absolutely perfect if you're a beginner. Next is the associate level at $150, which steps up the complexity and bumps you up to 130 minutes. Then we reach the heavy hitters, professional and specialty. Both of these are going to cost you $300. The professional exams, they're widely considered the absolute hardest in the entire catalog. They scale all the way up to 75 incredibly complex scenario questions over a pretty grueling 180 minutes. Specialty exams, on the other hand, stick to 65 questions, but dive insanely deep into one specific technical domain.
Section 2. Prerequisites versus reality. There is a massive gap here between what AWS officially requires and what you actually need to know to pass.
And this brilliantly illustrates the trap so many people fall into. The official policy? AWS actually removed all formal prerequisites back in 2019. So technically speaking, nothing is stopping you from taking the DevOps Engineer Professional as your very first exam. But the practical reality? If you do that, you're almost certainly going to fail. I mean it. Professional and specialty exams do not hold your hand. They test your judgment across ambiguous, multi-service scenarios, and they absolutely assume you've got real production experience under your belt. If you're a beginner, trying to skip over the foundational or associate levels means you're skipping the vital hands-on context those earlier exams are built to give you.
So how do you decide? Section 3, choose your target role. We are going to match specific certifications to the exact job you want.
For our core infrastructure and development roles, your path is pretty clear-cut. If you are just starting out, or maybe you're in a non-technical role like sales, go ahead and grab the Cloud Practitioner for $100. Now, if your goal is cloud architecture, choose this route. Aim for the Solutions Architect Associate, or the SAA-03. Fun fact, this is actually the single most earned AWS certification in the world, mostly because its skills apply to almost every cloud career path. From there, you can level up to the Architect Professional. If you're coding, take the Developer Associate path. If you're managing and monitoring environments, while the SysOps Administrator Associate is your best bet. And notice how the Foundational Cloud Practitioner is technically optional here, but we highly recommend it to shorten your study time for those associate exams.
Let's move to and see how this builds when we get into more specialized engineering roles. If you want to be a DevOps engineer, you should start with the Developer or SysOps Associate and then flow right into the highly respected DevOps Engineer Professional. But take a look at the Security and Network Engineer paths. If you already work in security or networking, this path is much more relevant. Your journey flows from the associate level straight into the deep domain specialty exams. You don't need a professional cert first. You go directly to the security specialty or the advanced networking specialty.
Now, for the AI and data professionals tuning in, AWS has built entirely new sequences just for you. If you're building data pipelines, your target is the Data Engineer Associate. But if you are stepping into generative AI and machine learning, you have this beautiful 3-step ladder. You start with the brand new AI Practitioner for beginners, move up to the ML Associate, and finally cap the whole thing off with the machine learning specialty. This specific sequence is tailor-made for exactly where the cloud industry is heading in 2026.
Section 4. Salary expectations and ROI. Let's talk about the financial upside of putting in all this hard work. Right off the bat, I want to explicitly emphasize that these numbers are broad U.S. market estimates. They are absolutely not guaranteed earnings, okay? Your real-world experience is always going to dictate your final salary. However, look at that tremendous jump between the associate and professional tiers. You're moving from a ceiling of around $135,000 up to a range of $140,000 to $185,000. The professional tier offers the absolute strongest ROI jump in the entire AWS catalog relative to its $300 exam cost.
As this quote from the source material highlights, experienced cloud solutions architects with that professional-level certification frequently report total compensation between $150,000 and $220,000 in competitive markets. And it is not just the pro exams either. Specialty salaries sit incredibly high too, with the machine learning specialty currently trending toward $160,000 and above. The earning potential here is literally massive, assuming you combine the right certification with real, hands-on capability.
Section 5. Avoiding costly certification mistakes. Getting to those top tiers requires budgeting your time and your money wisely, especially since all these certs are only valid for exactly 3 years before you have to recertify.
Let's talk about the single biggest money saver in the entire AWS ecosystem, the 50% discount. Every single time you pass an AWS certification, they issue you a voucher for 50% off your next exam. No joke. This is why chaining your certification strategically is so incredibly important. By using this discount, the realistic cost of taking a full path drops dramatically. You can bring that crazy maximum $2,400 catalog cost down to a much more realistic change cost of roughly $1,350.
But here is a very serious cautionary reality check for you. There is no discounted retake if you fail an AWS exam. Let me say that again. AWS offers zero reduced retake pricing. If you pay $300 for a professional exam and you fail because you just weren't quite ready, you have to pay the full $300 to try again. Paying a full fee for a failed exam is the single biggest preventable cost in your entire AWS journey. Please do not book the real exam until you are consistently scoring 80% or higher on high-quality practice tests.
So, the crucial point is that you must plan deliberately. Let's quickly summarize the 5 biggest mistakes candidates make. Number 1, jumping straight to advanced exams without any associate-level production experience. Just don't do it. Number 2, collecting unrelated certifications outside your actual career direction. Number 3, letting that amazing 50% voucher expire. It is only valid for exactly 1 year from the date you pass. Number 4, confusing professional and specialty exams as sequential. They aren't. They are 2 parallel tracks. A specialty exam does not build toward a pro exam. And number 5, underestimating hands-on practice. Professional exams routinely take 2 to 3 times longer to study for than associate exams. You cannot rely on theory alone at the advanced tiers.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from finding your perfect role-based sequence to maximizing your exam ROI and avoiding that incredibly costly trap of retake fees. Now it's time for you to take action. I want to know, which AWS certification are you targeting right now based on your career goals? Drop your current role and your target certification in the comments below. And hey, if this explainer helped you clarify your path, make sure to subscribe to Cert Empire for more certification roadmaps and exam prep guidance. And definitely click the recommended explainer on your screen right now to keep studying. I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you just trying to build a collection of certifications, or are you ready to build a focused, high-impact career? Choose your path, and let's get to work.